When Robinhood prohibited its customers from purchasing additional shares of several stocks, other brokerages merely adjusted the margin requirements on these stocks. So, Mr. Tenev, given Robinhood's track record, isn't it possible that the issue is not clearing houses, but the fact that you simply didn't manage your own book or failed to appropriately manage your own margin rules or failed to manage your own internal risks?
Thank you for this question, Congresswoman. Let me address the margin point because I think this is an important one that has been under discussed. So in December, when we lowered our margin rates to 2.5%, one of the details that I think was missed is that most other brokerages have tiered margin rates where the wealthier customers pay much lower margin rates than lower net worth customers. So you'll have someone that has $10,000 paying 9 to 10% for margin, whereas someone with $1 million pays 2%. So our approach was give everyone a uniform rate so that wealthier customers are not advantaged with lower rates than lower income customers. And I think that's a unique approach in our industry and is representative.
Thank you. I have to apologize. I have to reclaim my time for questioning. As many of my colleagues have also pointed out, Robinhood generates much of its revenue from the payment for order flow arrangements with market makers like Citadel, as well as Two Sigma and Virtue. And in 2016, the SEC highlighted ways that the payment for order flow created a, quote, potential conflict of interest with a broker's duty of best execution. And then one of the ideas that the commission floated in 2016 for addressing these conflicts of interest was to require that brokers pass on the proceeds of a payment for order flow. Now, earlier, one of my colleagues, Representative San Nicolas, said that Robinhood owes its customers a lot more than an apology. And I happen to agree with him. I believe that the decisions made by you and this company have harmed your customers. Mr. Tenev, would you be willing to commit today to voluntarily pass on the proceeds of the payment for order flow to Robinhood customers?
Congresswoman, I appreciate that question. When the statement you referred to was made, I believe 2015 or 2016, it was before Robinhood forced the entire industry to drop commissions and replicate our business model, which made payments.
So is that I should take that as a no, you're not willing to pass on the proceeds of payment for order flow to your customers?
When the other brokers dropped.
I'm just talking about today, right now.
Payment for order flow, Congresswoman, allows for commission-free trading. In the context of trading commissions, it's a much larger source of revenue in the past than payment.
Mr. Tenev, I apologize, and I don't want to be rude. I just have limited time. But if removing the revenues that you make from a payment for order flow would cause the removal of free commissions, doesn't that mean that trading on Robinhood isn't actually free to begin with? Because you're just hiding the cost in terms of potentially poor execution or the cost of lost rebates to your customers.
So certainly, Congresswoman, Robinhood is a for-profit business and needs to generate some revenue to pay for the costs of running this business. People were initially skeptical that the model, even with payment for order flow, would work when you remove commissions. And I think we've proven that otherwise by making this the standard model by which brokerages operate now.
I see. Okay, Mr. Tenev, I have to move on very quickly.